Hello everyone, my name is Lucy. Today I will be teaching you on how you are going to tepid sponge your baby if that child is having fever, especially at night. The reason we are doing this is because if that child is below 5 years, at least from 6 months to 5 years, and that child is having fever, if you are unable to do something, it might lead to convulsion. That's why it is necessary that when it occurs, before you administer your paracetamol or any antipyretic drugs, you'll be able to do this first so as to calm the fever. And when you administer your antipyretics, it's going to work perfectly. Unlike when you just give the drugs without first calming the fever. Any fever that is above 38 and above 38 will eventually lead to convulsion in a baby if nothing is done. So first of all, you need to get 5 different small towels. This is what you are going to use. Then you have to fetch water. You can boil hot water and then mix it. It will not be too hot, it will not be too cold. You cannot use cold water because that child might start having cold if you just use ordinary cold water. So you're going to use lukewarm water. It will not be hot and it will not be cold. It's just lukewarm. So when you've gathered in your equipment, your 5 face towel with your water, then you have to expose that child. Remove every cloth on that child's body. First of all, excuse me, I have 5 towels with me. You will soak one water, soak it in that lukewarm water and place it on the baby's forehead like this, and leave it there. Then you bring in another one, put inside the lukewarm water and place it on the baby's armpits. The same goes for the other armpits. Place it on the baby's armpits. Then use another one. This one now. Also soak it inside the water and then keep it below the navel. Leave it there. Then use extra one. And when you use extra one, soak inside the water and use it to dab the baby's body all over the body. Then these ones on the forehead are the armpits and the one you put on the groin part of the body below the navel. From time to time, after like 5 minutes, you have to remove it. When you feel it, you see that hotness, that will be very hot. Then you soak it back inside the water and then place it back again. If you're able to do this within 10 minutes, if you recheck the baby's temperature, you see that it has calmed down. If it was 38 before, when you recheck, you now see that it might come down to 37 or 37 and above. Then if you administer your antipyretic dose, it is now going to work. But if it is on that high side like 38, 39 plus, and you're giving paracetamol or any other antipyretic drugs, it is 100% possible that it might not work. Then after doing this, do not dry that water on the baby's body. The ones you place on the armpit, on the forehead and beneath the navel, they are different. They use extra towel to clean the whole of the body, like you dab water all over the body, both the legs, everywhere. Then the ones here and there, you remove it from there, then dab inside the water and replace it back from time to time. So the water you dabbed on the baby's body, do not clean it, leave it, let that water dry on the baby's body. When it does, if you are able to get temperature that is below 38, 37 and above, then you can now administer your paracetamol and it's going to work 100%. Even if you take that child to hospital, you also tell whoever that is the healthcare provider, the baby had temperature of so but this is what you've done to bring the fever down to so range. So if you do that, the healthcare provider will now know that even as, because when you reach hospital after doing this, when they check the baby, it is 100% possible that the child will stop having fever. Do you understand? But if you are able to tell the healthcare provider that this child have had fever of 38 and above, that this is what you've done to calm the fever, he or she will not know where to start. So he or she will not know where to start, because the truth of the matter is there is something that is causing that fever to occur. So what you just treated is just the symptoms, which is the fever, to avoid it migrating to convulsion. That is what you just treated, but you've not treated what is causing the fever. So you take that child to the hospital, please explain to the healthcare provider that this is what have occurred and this is what you've done to calm the fever. Because I'm telling you, I'm 100% sure that if you've done this at home, there is a possibility that when they check that child in the hospital, the child might not be having fever again. That's just for the moment. But if you did not take care of the things that caused the fever to occur, the fever might start again. So I'm doing this for the benefit of those ones that will have a little baby, especially when they will start having fever at midnight, that you don't know how to go about it, or maybe hospital is very far from where you are. This is what you're going to do instantly, so the fever will calm down before taking that child to hospital. If this video has helped you in any way, please do well to like, comment, and then share. Thank you so much for watching.